sit down, okay? Again, not before, not after. Comprende. Has everybody got that? All right, group one, we're gonna start first, okay? Everybody know the cut, correct? Okay, it's at the cones, same as yesterday, okay? Group one. Fingers on levers, fingers on levers. Listen to that. So right now, what happens a lot of the times,
here what you said last lap.
We're taking this inside rut. Yeah, that one right there.
Sorry.
Yep, all good. So kind of the biggie for these guys is making sure we're keeping fingers on the levers and looking ahead. This is a super long rut here, so it is very easy to just look straight down at your front fender and not look at where you're going, all right? As soon as you start to do that, you start to pop out, you start to either go in. And again, it's a pretty intimidating, super long rut, so just keeping fingers on levers and looking ahead. That's going to be a biggie for them right now. And especially with it being a little slick, it's a little tricky right now. So, but it's a good rut to work for sure.
How was that, you guys?
Fun.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a little. You already kind of know how to do that, or is this something new?
Well, I've already known how to do it.
Yeah, good deal. You feel like you got better?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
good in the beginning of the corner, and then once you hit there, I feel like you look down at the butt, and it tucks in, and then you're all off center.
Perfect.
Okay?
So keep that outside elbow
Keep
up.
them up, so your upper body is sturdy through the corner.
Did the rest of the sitting position look pretty good, or is there something else I can change?
Just keeping that elbow up and keeping center. Can you call it the rider triangle?
Yeah.
Ever heard of that? Rider triangle, which is keep your center and it's stable.
Okay. Killer. Appreciate it, Robbie. Thanks.
This rut. Got it? Fingers on levers and on the front of the seat. Okay? You guys are good. Group 2. There you go. Perfect. Stand up! Stand up!
When this group is done, can you explain to us why we're sitting here and not 10 feet either other direction?
Yep. Whew. That kid just ripped that corner. Keep them on there. Fingers on levers.
Hey folks, how we doing?
Good, good.
Good. Staying cool?
Trying to.
I feel that. Yeah.
up. Okay, open up this corner. Sweep in a little bit, okay? You're gonna open up, you're gonna make the corner a little bit more rounded. The one thing you're gonna have to do though is make sure you weight that outside peg as you come into it. Okay, or you'll start to lose some traction coming in and throughout the corner. You have to keep some pressure on that outside peg, okay? All right. One other thing I wanted to touch on was our front brake. Okay, we've got to be starting to drag a little bit of front brake. You guys are orange group. You guys are all great riders. I really want to start seeing some dragging of that front brake as you're coming in. Does everybody know what I mean by dragging of the front brake? Okay, show of hands. Has anybody here not ever used their front brake before? Everybody's used it? Okay, so we all know it can be pretty dang grabby, touchy, twitchy, whatever you want to call it, right? So we don't want to grab, or grab it super hard, right? It's just a nice, easy grab as you're entering into your corner, and that's going to help start to set that bike into the lean angle of the corner. Okay? Does that make sense? So we all clear? Let's get the corners opened up, okay? Let's not have our clutch pulled in all the way. All right, remember to shift. Remember to shift down. Remember to shift back up. Okay, be in the right gear. All right, and then let's start weighting that outside peg, feathering that front brake a little bit. All right, we good? All right, space out. Let's get going. Okay.
Honestly, opening up this corner. So we've got a real long straightaway coming into it, and they're all coming like right down the middle, and they're closing their corner off. They're making this 180 really tight. So I want to see if they can get themselves out wider. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, open this entrance up just to make it a little bit wider, then carry a lot more speed, and it's a lot smoother coming into this. And then also the biggest thing I'm looking for is them not coming into it with their clutch fully pulled in, because they were getting no engine brake. They just had their clutch fully pulled in like 3/4 of the way down the straightaway, all the way into the corner. So getting off that clutch, letting the engine brake actually assist them in slowing down a little bit, and not just letting the bike freewheel away. So. Pretty cool though, going from just switching right from blue group to orange group, just the difference in skill and the difference in the way that they grasp onto things. It's cool because you have to coach differently. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Front brake, front brake. Front brake. Front brake, buddy, front brake. Front brake. Hey, he's sitting down pretty early. We need to, same with him. Just that little bit of them opening up, coming down this straightaway, they're all able to stay in the rut on the exit. They were all riding right up over the rut at the exit and like missing it, and now they're able to stay in it just from I mean, it's only moving over like a foot or two, you know, and it changes the whole dynamic of the exit of the corner.
Stand up further, stand up further. There you go. Stand up further, stand up further.
They're all pulling their clutch in and coming into the corner every time. He's got it all the way in. He's got it in. He's got it in. Pretty solid, dude.
Hey, we can go ahead and stop them. Roll up in here. Let's get up in here tight, guys. Come on. Okay. Who remembers yesterday my saying for what we stand over? Anybody? Did I not share it with you guys? Okay, I must have not shared it with you guys. I think I got you guys last yesterday. No, second to last. Okay, so I have a saying that I like to use, and it's super easy for us to remember what we stand over. Jumps, bumps, and humps. Did I share that with you guys yesterday? Okay, it's super easy to remember, okay? I really like using it for little kids, but I even use it myself, okay? If I ever get into a situation where I'm struggling in a section, if I can go back to that, right, it always tends to help me, okay? What do we have on the exit of this corner?
Oh, I wish you the best of luck with it.
Bumps, okay? So, in my opinion, where I think you guys should be sitting is after those bumps, okay? You were standing through the bumps. Definitely 434. Yep, a few times, okay? Let's make it be a little bit more consistent, okay? Let's come in, Good attack position. Let's stay a little bit more square, okay? And stand up until you get through those, and then sit, okay? Roll on that throttle. It's a straight up ice rink coming out of this corner, okay? I think I shared with your group yesterday. I'm originally from Colorado. This is what we got. Straight up ice everywhere, okay? You gotta be patient. You gotta just roll on. Don't just hammer that throttle. If you can be a little bit more patient on it, you're gonna actually go faster, okay? If you get on it too hard, you're just spinning, all right? So let's stand up. Let's wave that outside peg. Let's stay square with the bike. Sit right after the bumps and just roll on that throttle nice and smooth. You should feel maybe a slight brake contraction, but nothing major. You still want to be driving forward, okay? 34, what's your name, buddy? Ford. Ford? F-O-R-D? Sweet. So, when you were coming in, at first you were sitting really early, but then you started standing up a lot longer and it looked a lot better. But I want you to sit a little bit further forward. Were you up front for Moto Theory earlier? When we were showing Coach Mitchell on the bike? Or did you miss that?
No, I was there. I saw it.
Okay. Remember when Coach Cade was talking about that pocket of your seat?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit further forward into that pocket. Right now, when you sit down, you go from your attack position and then you just sit straight down. So your arms are almost like straight out when you're going through a corner. Try to get up into that pocket where you get a little bit more of that 90-degree angle in your arms coming out of your corner. Does that make sense? You don't want your upper body to be too far back, okay? And this goes for everybody. Just like we talked about this morning. I was always told as well, sit on the tank, sit on the tank, sit on the tank. You do not need to sit on the tank. Scoot that butt back a little bit, be right in the pocket where it's nice and comfortable, and sink that chest forward. You can maneuver a lot of your weight just by moving that chest forward and backward, okay? So nice, comfortable seated position as you sit, and you're rolling on that throttle, let's get that chest forward, okay? A lot of us are bringing our chest back. Also forward, elbows, we gotta get those elbows up, okay? There's a lot of us in this group that our elbows were dropping coming through our corners. Let's make sure our elbows are up and square. Doesn't need to be over exaggerated, we just want them up, okay? That's how we control the bike. As soon as they drop, your front end can go anywhere, your bike can go anywhere. We want to get them up and stay square. That's how we control. We don't turn a bike, we lean the bike. That's how we turn, okay? Make sense, guys? Does anybody have any questions? I want you guys to feel free to ask questions because not only does it help you, it helps everybody. And it typically sparks conversation of other things.
Dragging the brake in the front, you're set up in the corner, you should be done braking before you're cornering, right?
That's a great point. So you're saying like you should be done braking before you get into the corner?
Yeah.
Yes. So here's one.
Like I'm kind of dragging. I'm still braking when I'm in the corner, and I don't think that's correct.
Front and rear?
Yeah.
Is what you feel like?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. He asked, should he be off his brakes by the time he gets into the corner? And I'm going to say yes and no. I'm going to say you should be off your brakes in the sense of needing to slow down. Like that brake zone should be back a little bit further. I personally would still be dragging my front brake coming in because that's what helps start to turn the bike coming into your corner. Does that make sense? If you guys were all to come flying down the straightaway right at me and just lock up the front brake, what would happen? Wash out. Yep. Probably not going to go over the bars. It's too slick. You're going to wash out, okay? So, a little bit of front brake, just a little bit, it does the exact same effect. It just starts to turn that front wheel and it settles it into the lean angle of the bike, or the corner, okay? It starts to help that front end start to dive into this corner just a little bit. So, to answer your question, I would have my braking done back there, but I would still feather my front brake as I'm coming in to help settle it into a rut. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Great question though, really good. Anybody else? All right, let's work on this. All right, we got a little bit longer. If you feel like you're struggling with something, feel free, pull off. Ask me, ask Coach Weston if you got a question. Okay. They're coming, boys. Stand up! Oh, this looks a lot better. We gotta open that corner up. Whoa.
Tell people we're slowing down to give space.
Yep.
Every time I try to slow down to have space, more people come past me.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to gap out so we can work on it.
Yep. Yeah, you guys only got a few minutes left, but yeah, I'll let them know before you guys go.
Because it's just like, no matter what section it is, it's like, you get to where I'm slowing down so I can have space to work.
Yep. Open up the corner. Woo, coming in hot.
Probably not with the back. Not. Being a tiny dude. Right. Yeah.
That's your main issue. Okay? So just be comfortable rolling gas on, and when you get to the rut, you can roll off and just have it. 215 for that second gear. Bike's still kind of falling on its face in second gear, and I know I just told you to ride second gear, and I'm still going to stand by that. But here's the thing. There's something that we can work on. It's a little more technical, and 820 was doing it a little bit, and I just told him not to do it. It's feeding the clutch through the corner, okay? So in some scenarios, if the bike is just not doing it, but you need to be in that specific gear, sometimes feeding the clutch can be ideal. But what I told 820s, we don't want to feed it or load it up too long. So you don't want to sit there for the through the middle of the corner and be loading the clutch up the whole time and then just let out all at once, because it's going to throw you back and it's going to make the bike really torquey. So if you're going to use the clutch to feed on the power, you can use it, but it should be simultaneous as you're feeding the power on. It's just like a gradual let go of the clutch as well. So the RPMs can stay up, but you're continuously putting power to the ground. So it's not a light switch. See what I'm saying? So on the 125s and the 85, you might have to do that quite a bit in a deep corner like this, but it has to be a controlled feed on. It can't just be a yeah and then let go. Same with 32. I think you can feed the clutch on a little bit to make sure those RPMs stay up in the air. But I think your struggle is just you're not accelerating early enough. Simple as that. I was trying to give you a signal. I don't think you saw me, which is understandable. But you need to be accelerating a lot earlier because you're waiting all the way until you're in that deepest point, and then you try to get on the gas and just, it wasn't there. It was too late, okay? Let's see, who else can I give some feedback to? That last one was better, way better at the entry, but then you started to fall to the inside, right? That was just because of lack of rolling the gas on. So that would have been a dialed-in corner if we just kept throttle rolling on. 171, did you crash somewhere?
Yeah, I just right there.
Oh, you didn't crash back there, though?
Oh, my foot dragged for the rollers, and like I fell back and hit my crotch really bad.
Oh, okay.
I was dying.
Okay, I saw you on the side. I was just hoping you were all right. But
I'm good.
okay, cool. All right, guys, we're gonna rotate here. I think, right? Tell me rotating. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're supposed to be rotated right now. So you're gonna be going to Rylan, where you can see him walking. Very good job, guys. I want you guys to keep challenging yourself in situations like this. I know it's so easy to avoid them, especially when you're just trying to put in a hot lap. But all week, this week, guys, you're here to put yourself in challenging situations. The more you can expose yourself to stuff like this, it's going to be a lot easier to get in those situations when you're in race mode or in even, let's say, a practice even. Just being a lot better in those tough ruts. All right? So good job, guys. Go ahead and rotate and have some fun for this other rotation here. What's up, Ethan?
Biggest challenges you saw with the group and biggest improvements.
What was that? Oh, biggest challenge?
Yep.
Okay, so biggest challenge in this rut specifically is just keeping them in the rut. So if you look at it, it's deep at the entry and at the exit. A lot of people, they would see this and they wouldn't go in it. They would just go to the outside where it's nice and smooth because that's just easier. I like these challenging ruts because it forces you to work on the stuff you need to work on. You can go outside all day long, but you're never really improving. You're kind of just doing the motions. So the biggest challenge was people just getting confident, staying in their position that we worked on yesterday to keep the bike controlled and balanced. Biggest accomplishment was seeing these riders execute this last half, because technically on the exit of the corner was the most difficult part because you're under acceleration and now you're fighting the rut on the exit. We had a lot of people tuck in the front. We had a couple light bulbs go off with just trusting your throttle and staying with the throttle. When you feel like the bike's falling inside, get on the gas heavier, stay forward with the upper body, and the bike will just push through it and come out of that lean angle. So it was really sick. I think we got a couple questions here. What's up?
I feel like sometimes, like, right,
Yep.
and sometimes I feel like I'll sit down too early.
Yeah, and you could, honestly, as long as you're controlled with your sit, it can be okay. But I still want to make sure you're feeding on throttle before you sit. So if you're sitting that early, we should be on gas.
Okay.
And if that's the case, and you're able to stay balanced and controlled, that's fine.
Okay.
That's the whole idea. When we say we want to sit to the last half of the corner mid to exit, it's technically because that's when you're getting on the gas most of the time. But in some corners, like this one, you could be getting on throttle earlier, and then sitting might be more acceptable at that point. All right. Also, your transition to seat was really good. Like you kept all that pressure in your outside peg, which is nice. So even when you get the leg off, just make sure when you get the leg off that we're not having a moment of like rocking back with the upper bodies. Keep that head forward. Yep. That was good though. Nice work. Like I said, when you're working on like loading up the clutch, just don't hold it for so long.
Yeah.
Because like you load it up to the whole half, and then you.
Good. I don't know why I was loading the clutch up.
Okay, but no, keep doing that if you need the RPMs to be up. Because that last pass you did when I told you not to use the clutch, it wasn't as good, right? So you went to get on the gas and it wasn't fully there as much as you wanted it to be. So you can lead on with the clutch a little bit, but just don't hold it in for so long.
So, a question for
Yeah.
you. Kind of a broader question. I feel like today I'm going backwards.
Okay.
And it probably comes down a little bit what we were talking about, where it's just like I'm just introducing new stuff, and I don't feel like the stuff that from yesterday is cemented yet.
Yep.
What's your suggestion? Do I back off some of this stuff and get back to some of those other things, or how do you get through that block of not feeling like you're going backwards, at least to where you?
I think the biggest part is to be open-minded right now, because here's the thing. Not only are we introducing new stuff, you're exposed to pretty difficult track stuff. Mm-hmm. So the combination of both can make everything feel like it's wrong. Right now, from my visual perspective, and you can trust me on this, you're looking solid. There's only a few pieces of the puzzle that you're missing out on, and it might feel way worse in your head than it is. Yeah. Okay, you're not that far off. Okay. So I would say stick to the program all day today with these corners, stay true to it, and I believe after Wednesday, you're gonna start climbing over the hump. I always think these first few days are a struggle because everything's getting dumped on you. Yeah. The more you absorb it, the more you just practice it, it's gonna slowly start working itself into your riding, and it's gonna get better. It's just hard to stay committed when it's just struggle. Yeah. Okay. So main thing I want you to focus on right now, keeping the head forward. Okay. That's lower body looks dialed in. You don't. It's almost like you don't have to think about that. Mm-hmm. Are you consciously thinking about the lower body?
I feel like that's kind of locked in.
Okay. So that's good. So you got step 1, step 2 checked off, pretty much, right? That's dialed in. Hips, they look good too. Like they're pretty checked off. The only thing that we could do in the future is just adapt the movement a little bit. But I would say don't worry about that quite yet. And then step 4 will be your upper body. So main thing to focus on for the rest of today, keep the head forward. And I believe your eye speed's good. This corner is difficult. I was even riding it this morning. I was hitting it. And dude, I was like having to concentrate on where I was looking to. Okay. So don't get discouraged. Okay. Understand that this is going to work. You just got to stay true to it and stay into this process. Those 2 things are your major issues. Head forward, eye speed.
I appreciate it.
All right, man?
I just got to make sure I'm not going back.
Nope, you're actually riding really well. So a lot of that times it'll creep in your head. You're going to feel like you're doing worse than you are. Yeah. Truly. All right? What's up?
I forgot my waters at the other spot.
You always do that. What the heck? Yeah, you can go get him if you want. Let's see. Where's Jamie at? Where's my boy?
He's helping out with a bike.
Okay. Okay, guys. You guys having fun so far?
Yeah.
What'd you work on with Cade?
We worked on like the inside corners and like rolling.
Transition from standing to sitting? Did you go in the ruts?
Yeah. Really? If we crash in that one section, then he has to do 5 push-ups.
Did you crash?
No,
You better do 10 push-ups.
You gonna do 10?
No, you better do 10.
I better do 10 for what?
Yeah, if we crash, so we can get the kids motivated, you know?
So how many push-ups did you have to do?
He has to do push-ups.
Okay, guys.
No, 2,000.
2,000? Okay, guys. So this corner behind us is really challenging. It's pretty deep. What we're going to do is I'm going to challenge the bigger bikes to go into this second line right here, okay? Yeah, everybody can try this second line here, okay? It's not super deep yet, but the challenging part is it's long. It's a long corner, and it's a long time you have to stay in that rut and keep those tires in the rut. Yeah.
What happens if it's like a very deep?
What happens if it's a deep rut? You got to stay in, right?
We made it, Coach.
Hey, thank you, Jamie. Sorry to make you run off again, but I think there's cones somewhere that I wanted to use. Let me think. Oh, I think they were by that jump face for where their track cut is.
Okay.
Could you grab those cones?
What do you want them?
I just want them over here. Because what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to work on a little bit of lower body movement before we even get to the turn. So I'm going to set up some cones on that straightaway part. We're going to do a little slalom to start disconnecting that lower body and getting that bike to lean a little bit and starting to get comfortable doing that, okay? And then, by the time we get to the corner, hopefully that'll set us up mentally to let the bike lean into the rut a little bit more and start developing that skill. Right now, a lot of us, we're really stiff here, and we don't move very much, we just turn the handlebars, right? So I want to try to find a little bit of movement down low, and I can demonstrate that before you guys go out. But Jamie's going to get the cones. We're also going to make a shorter track cut, so we're not having to go way back there because that just takes too long. I want to see you guys as many times as I can. So we're going to do a smaller little loop here in a second once Jamie gets back with those cones. So you said, what happens when the rut's deep? Anytime the track or a rut gets deep, technical, and challenging, we stand up. Okay? We need to make sure that head stays with the bar pad, knees stay on top of the foot peg the whole time. I know that's easier said than done right now, but that's quite literally the rule, and that's how you can simplify the corner as much as possible. As soon as you start sitting and doing too many movements, it complicates it a little bit, and now the bike is not balanced, and it doesn't want to stay in the rut as well. So we're coming through this middle rut that we got going on here. The biggest thing I want to see is us standing through and keeping the head over the front so we can keep that front tire pressure on the bike. When you get on the gas, we got to start doing what we practiced yesterday. We start leading with the head under that power, okay? Jamie, I want to set up how many cones we got there? Okay, we got a good amount. I want to set up a little slalom, like going to the outside here, but just on the downside of that roller. Okay. So Jamie's gonna go set those cones up here. Have you guys been doing your group split?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the same thing. I'll make a nice short track cut so we can get as many laps in here as possible. Before we even hit the rut, actually, we're all gonna do the slalom. We're gonna go outside and try to get this lean angle to happen because I want to just visually see you guys do it, and then we'll bring it to the rut once we start getting that dialed in a little bit. Does that make sense?
Do you want us to do the outside first?
Yep, I'll show you guys.
We want to be riding like the outside of the rut and kind of leaning into it.
So when we get into the rut portion, we want to stay in the pocket of the rut, okay? So what that means is we want to get into the rut as early as possible. We want to stay down low into like the middle of the rut so those tires can stay locked in. If you start riding up too tall, the front is going to want to climb up and out because the knobbies will be grabbing the edge of the rut. Yeah. So we want to stay down low as much as possible, and the best way to do that at the entry is to try to find that little bit of lean angle. That's why I want us to try to disconnect the lower body so we can get that initiation to happen once we get into the rut at the beginning, okay? That should be good. Maybe those two that are farther outside, bring them into that pack line that you're standing by. Probably like just a couple. Yeah, that's probably good.
Ooh. How we feeling, buddy?
Good.
Think you can get that rut?
Yeah.
No problem?
Yeah.
Easy stuff.
A corner is, or a rut, or even if it's a flat corner, we want to try to create more lean angle underneath us because there's nothing to hold us, right? And if we follow the bike's lean angle, let's say we're leaning with the bike with our upper body, all of the force you're pushing on the bike is going out to the side. So it's going to make the bike feel like it wants to scoot out from underneath you, and you're going to lose the front tire. But if we can stay on top of the bike and make the bike lean underneath us, our upper body is applying force straight to the ground, and the side knobbies are following the arc of the turn that you're trying to follow. Once you get into deeper ruts, for example, this really deep I was working with the other groups, we can start to trust that lean angle a little bit more because that rut is holding your tires in at that point. See the difference? When it's shallow, the lean. When it's a deep rut, we stay with the bike in the lean. Okay? All right. Let me see. Where's my stuff at? Helmet. Let me grab a bike if you guys don't mind. Hold on. Okay, I'll grab Jamie's real quick. Here's what we're going to do real quick for this first few passes. Alright, we're going to come down here, slalom. See how my lower body is doing all the movement with the bike? We keep that lean happening. We start on the right side, slalom, exit on the left, rotate that lower body all the way around the corner. Clear for everybody? Yeah. So do you see how much my lower body was the bike? My handlebars were essentially staying still. They may have had a slight turn to them, but we're not doing most of the turning here. We're doing most of the turning down low. Alright? We're going to give that a shot. You guys are going to follow me real quick. I'm going to show you what we're doing our track cut. What group went first last time?
We went first. Big.
Bikes went first? Alright, big bikes, fire them up. Let's go ahead and follow me.
How we feeling, buddy?
Good.
Feeling good? You having fun?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite rotation so far?
When I was with Coach Cade.
Yeah? What'd you guys work on?
Cornering.
Yeah.
To stand up, standing and sitting.
Yeah. Do you feel like today it's been easier for you to sit and stand in the right spots? Yeah? Well, you're crushing it, dude. You look great out there.
And there was also, when we were with Coach Cade, somebody had a very, very important question.
Yeah.
And you know what it was?
What was it?
Cade, why are you so mean?
Why do you think Kate's so mean? Don't know?
Don't know. You asked it.
The one in pink asked it. Okay.
That's it. No street bike. No street bike. Get that knee in. Get that foot up. Feet on. Yeah, bud. Oh, nice. You're using this one now. Look where you want to go. 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 That's it. That's it. Lean the bike. New coaching on this young lady here. Sing so she wouldn't be nervous. She was forgetting to breathe. So let's see if she's singing. Are you singing? Let me hear.
That's awesome.
Got to keep her from being nervous. Some nervous issues, so she said she forgets to breathe. I said, well, sing. And she said, which song should I sing? I said, I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross. So now she's singing out around track.
What song you
Is
Is that a remix of Just Keep Swimming from Nemo? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. No? Maybe? Maybe not? Hey, did Coach tell you why he's so mean? No? Dang it. That's kind of mean, huh? Yeah. Why do you think he's mean?
I don't think he's mean. I just got told to tell him he was mean. So.
Oh, okay. So it was a scheme. You were put up to it.
He's pretty mean because he wasn't hanging out with me yesterday, and he said, "How is he mean? I barely got to know him." And then Jamie said, "Well, because you didn't get to hang out with me, because you didn't hang out with her."
Yeah, I agree. What's up?
That's it. Look where you want to go. Look where you want to go. Feet on. Feet on.
Quick, hit your best dance move. Ready, go. Is that it? Yeah? Nice. How about you?
Hold my bike.
Oh, hold my bike, she says. Here we go. Moto Academy dance
Like
off.
a tot.
Whoa! We'll edit that out, don't worry. That's awesome.
Where you want to go? There you go. There you go.
Having fun? Yeah? Good.
Let's pull these guys off, and I want to show something to these guys before we get them going. All right, buddy, you can pull off.
Steering your bike? Excellent.
Move it.
Does it move?
Yeah.
With no handlebar input?
I
Yeah.
had it so I could do a little bit something in practice
yeah.
a little more gas.
Right on.
But
You're looking good.
thank you.
Of course. Steven, how was it?
I think that is a yes.
Yeah, that's good. How we doing?
Okay.
Okay, shut it down.
Down your bike.
Shut up your bike.
Big bike. How'd that feel? That was pretty well done. A couple of things I want to... When we are doing this, we have to make sure the head stays. What I noticed a lot of us
Okay, pay attention.
you start leading the bike, start doing this. Now we're behind the bike. And the bike's kind of pushing you where it wants to go. We need to stay up here, and then we're pivoting the bike with the lower body. With that being said, look at my knees. They're slightly bent, right? That slight bend is very important. What we want to avoid is we want to avoid being here, because now your upper body is going to be counter leaning, and it's not going to be efficiently leaning the bike with you staying on top. You're going to be kind of falling from side to side. So head stays forward, the leaning is happening with the pivot of your knees and your lower body. At the same time, the knees do need to stay on top of the foot pegs. We can't let them bend too far forward. So a couple of riders that were doing that is Steven. Your head needs to come a little bit farther forward. The knee position was great. So keep the knees right where they're at. Head comes a little bit far forward, and that's going to make it a lot easier for you.
Hey, Mitch.
Yeah.
Does that happen with getting the arms? Is that how you come forward?
Yep. So basically, we want to maintain that 90-degree bend in our elbows to keep our upper body nice and low and keep it far enough forward.
Okay.
If you find your arms extending at all, you're going to be too far back.
We don't want to hang on to the bike. We don't want the bike pulling us through the turn or pulling us anywhere. We want to be having the bike pushing us through everything.
Yep. KTM in the back, 85. Also bring your head forward. Lower body looked awesome. Same with 36. I think you can come a little bit taller at the knees. Your knees are bending just a little bit too much. So stand a little bit taller. Keep the head forward as well. Suron, drop those heels. Are those boots brand new? When did you get them? Okay.
So if they're new boots, we got to really try to break them in so you can get that ankle flexion to happen, because your heels are elevated the whole time. So I want you to sink those heels. Beta right here, we're looking good, but we're still really stiff. We're not really leaning anything with the lower body. So really try to free up that lower body. This is a really low risk section to do it, to try to get some movement to happen. 113, you have really good movement, but you're almost doing it prematurely. What I mean by that is you're creating a lot of lean, but before anything even happens. So you're not even at the cones yet, and we're kind of like doing this everywhere. Oops, sorry, Jamie.
No, let's go.
Sorry. I just set Jamie up for failure, my bad. So when we get to the cones, we need to initiate lean with foot peg pressure. So when you push on the inside peg, it's going to start leaning the bike to the left. Let's say we're pushing the left leg. It's going to go to the left. Then we counteract with outside peg pressure so it can bring the bike up back to center. And we keep doing that motion all the way through, so it's almost like you're doing a scissor kick with your heel drop. That's how you bring the bike down and then back up, down and back up. That's how you really find that motion with the lower body, okay? Got a question? Yeah.
Can we hit a couple sitting down?
Yeah, we can do some sitting down. Your next round out, we'll do some sitting down. But it's really good to, I would say it's more difficult to get this freedom down here when you're standing. So I think we want to get it standing first, and then when we sit, it should be fairly easy when you're doing it sitting, because we should be able to stay nice and upright and solid there. 72, looking really good actually. Head farther forward though. Since you're a little bit taller for that bike, it's very easy for you to fall back a little bit. Stay way farther forward. Stark, we're looking really solid. I would say you can get even more like fluctuating with that lean. You're a little stiff still with the lower body, so really start to crank that bike a little bit more, and maybe bend the knees a tiny bit more. I think you might be a little bit too extended, which is limiting how much you can lean the bike, okay? Who else is out there? Oh, 85 in the back. I'm gonna come hold you up in a second. We need to get your knees back. We're in this position the whole time, and you're not gonna be able to lean the bike here, because now your butt is angled toward the seat, your knees are too far forward. I bet all the weight is going in this muscle right here, okay? So we should be able to stand taller, knees come back, the angle of your butt goes up and out to the sky, and all of that tension and that strain you're feeling is gonna be in your hamstrings, your butt, and your lower back. That's where it should remain, okay? So I'll hold you up in a second, we'll get that dialed in. And then, okay. Oh, attack position is getting a lot better, by the way. Your back is, I mean, the time I saw, your back was super flat. So now, just really try to loosen up that lower body, get the bike to lean a little bit more, okay? That was nice. Okay, P-dubs, how did you guys do on cage section? Did we do okay, or so-so? Okay. The only challenge we'll have is the turnaround point I just made. Because it kind of goes up onto like a higher part of the track, and I don't know if their bikes would even be able to make it up that.
Yeah, that was a little bit challenging even for, yeah.
Yeah, so I almost wonder if we could go farther down. I don't think it's flatter in that corner down there.
How far do they
Not
go?
really sure.
All the way back there?
So they go right by that, where they do the normal track cutoff. I just had them turn around like right on the...
I'll find a spot for them.
Okay. Jamie's gonna go find a spot real quick, because I think I better change up the track cut, otherwise we're just gonna get jammed up down there and it's gonna be a headache. So we just need to find a smooth, flat spot that you guys can turn around easy enough. Just wait, bud. Overall, that was really good. If we can get comfortable with letting the bike lean like that, it's gonna make it a lot easier to do that in actual corner situations. Yeah, definitely. Go get a drink. If you guys need a drink, definitely go get that. Let's see what Jamie comes up with here. Yeah.
Is it the same in the ruts, like with the peg?
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
And remember, guys, we initiate lean angle at the beginning of the turn, okay? So that's why we always say weight the outside peg, because you're already going to be in that lean angle, and you're going to start applying the outside peg pressure to kind of counteract that lean angle. Okay. Once we advance into ruts, guys, we start using our front brake and our throttle for lean angle control, okay? If you're not using your front brake and throttle appropriately, you're going to be fighting that balance the whole time. But at the beginning too, if it's a nice deep rut, let's say like you started to go that deep inside, you don't really need a lot of lean angle at all, okay? Looks like Jamie's trying to figure something out here. We're about to get ripping. Small bikes, do you guys know exactly what we're doing with these cones here? Okay. What's up? Sorry, go ahead.
We're using them as an obstacle course.
Yes, 100%. We were using them as obstacle course. It's kind of fun, actually. You like it? Hopefully, we'll just get
Jamie, are you able to just stay down there and I can like send them off and just have them rotate there?
Yep, I have a spot here for me and then to get up.
Perfect. All right, small bikes, let's fire them up, follow the track, do the same track cut as yesterday. Jamie will show you where to go. Hey, do you remember, did they do the track cut with Luke yesterday?
Vaguely, that's kind of where I'm at though.
Right, I just want to make sure they turn off before that jump, but I think they know.
I'm going to have everybody turn off where I am.
Nice! Stand up, stand up! Stand up, stand up! Stand, stand! We're standing! Stand up, stand up! Get those toes in! Good job, keep the head forward. Got it. Go through the cones, go through the cones. Nice. What's up?
Okay, with the inner rut, you said you don't need to initiate as much leaning?
Not as much, because the rut you can start to trust a little bit,
okay.
And then you're gonna hold in the rut with a little bit of the lean angle you already have.
Okay. I've been hitting the inside, I would say the inside rut each time, like I went down a bunch of times, but like I've gained so much confidence in just like the past 2 days.
That's so important.
Like the past 2 years, I know you're like watching, but like I would take breaks and like not push myself, so I'm making progress actually.
100%, and that's the thing, you gotta put yourself in these difficult, safe conditions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, the roads are challenging, you might fall a bunch, but you fall, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So you just get aware of what you need to adjust and get comfortable in those areas. So yeah, I would say try to hit the ruts as much as you can, like even during your practice moto, hit those ruts that you were practicing over there.
I was actually, so.
Good. Perfect. No, that's awesome. But yeah, like you're doing really good with the lower body disconnection. Just be more intentional with it.
Okay.
So you're actually leaning when the bike needs to lean,
okay.
And we're not like overcomplicating it.
And so like with the foot peg, just like any part of the track, right? Any like even if it's like a long sweeping turn, you want to have like light pressure.
100%.
Okay.
Did you see when I was going around that outside when I was demonstrating?
Yeah.
How I was in that lean angle the whole time. Yeah. That was outside peg pressure all the way around.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. That was after I got the first part of the lean angle to happen.
Yeah, because I forgot about that last year that we were talking, like we did that,
yep.
And I just wasn't even incorporating it. So
definitely. Yep. Yeah. So repetition. I'll send you guys out again one more time here, and we'll be able to practice it. Okay. Yep. No, well, I'm gonna try to get you guys out one more time here. Nice. Good job. Go through one more time. You got it. Hey, toes in. Stand up.
on, feet on. Good job, buddy. Yeah, they're doing quite well, actually. The challenging part is there's some deep ruts on the other parts of the tracks, and these beat up 50s are getting stuck in them. So that's kind of our challenge right now. But through our cone slalom we got going on, they're actually doing quite well, and I think it's good just to get that movement going, especially in like track scenarios. Smooth, it's kind of a little rougher on the edges, and it's going to force them to practice it and when it actually is important. Okay, guys, small bikes, that was pretty well done. A lot of us were still sitting. I want us to make sure we're standing when we're doing this initially. Yeah. You need more gas? Okay, well, we're gonna go to lunch here in a second. What? 12 o'clock. Here's the thing. I want the big bikes to go one more time in the sitting position doing it. Make sure we're sitting the one hand width from the top of the seat when you make that transition to the seat. So what I want you guys to do is come over those rollers standing, and then before you get to the cone slalom, make that transition to the seat, and then find that rotation, okay? Did you hear that okay? No? We're gonna sit this time through the slalom and still get that motion to happen. Remember, we need to apply pressure to the pegs so we can create that lean angle and keep that pressure off your butt. If you have all the pressure in your butt, you're gonna slouch and you're gonna be following that lean angle the whole time. So pressure downward, straighten out that back, let the lower body lean the bike, and keep those knees tight, okay? All right, big bikes, go ahead, fire them up real quick. Let's see it again. Good job, dude. All right, I want you to hop up on your pegs real quick for me. Hey, already good. Let's get those toes even tight. So we want to close up any gap between that toe and the frame so we can make sure the knees stay tight, okay? This started pretty good. Keep those knees there, and now, yep, push your hips back a little bit more. And then bend the knees just a tiny bit, there, and squeeze in right here. So that little bit of bend you have in the knees is going to allow the bike to lean. Keep those knees tight, and you're going to be able to keep that upper body stable, okay? Now go. Okay, we want to set one hand with, so scoot that butt up, and put your hand sideways. Yep, even.
Right, you guys, we're just wrapping up. Finishing up the drill sitting with the big bikes. Small bikes crushed it. They're getting way more comfortable through those ruts. And we'll tune back in for after lunch. And then I believe that's when they'll start doing some film study. And then we'll go into mindset later and then close out the day. So we'll see you after lunch. When you get back, can I mic you up?
Yeah. You can put it on right now if you want.
Sure.
Just clip it good because I'm going to ride.
Yeah. That should be good.
Collectively as a group, a lot of us are sticking our leg out. What are we sticking our leg out for? 67, why are you sticking your leg out? Yeah, you. So, when you stick your leg out, your upper body gets weak because you don't have both legs being able to drive you forward. And oftentimes, this is difficult. See if I can handle it. So I go like this. My back automatically rounds sometimes. Okay? It takes a lot more effort to sit here with my chest up and do this than it does with both feet on the pegs. Okay? The number in the corner is to keep it from dragging the inside of the rut. But as you guys can see, there's no foot peg rut right there. So none of us are dragging our foot pegs. None of red group. I don't even think I drag my foot peg there because there's no good rut in the middle of the turn, right? So there's no good rut there. That means you can't get on the gas really before that or you're going to crawl out of it, right? So what does that mean? We need to stand and sit into that crappy part of the rut so that way our bike squats and wants to turn into it, okay? I want you guys to watch. I'm going to do one where I sit down way too early and go through the turn. I'm going to do one where I sit down and stick my leg out, and I'm going to do one where I sit down and leave my feet on, and I want you guys to be able to tell a little bit of the difference. Does that make sense? Don't judge me. I don't get to ride that much. Can you see over there, 24? Come up here. Oof. Wow, that's really slippery. Wow. I'll tell you what. It's a little slippery trying to get to that inside rut right there. So obviously the one time I made a bit of a mistake. My front wheel got caught on that inside edge. But did you guys notice what I didn't do? I didn't let off. I just kept using my throttle to pull me out of it. That's the only thing that's going to save me right there. Okay? And that happens, especially in something like this where we're trying to keep our front wheel all the way at the bottom. Because there's nothing up high to hold us. If you guys would take that second rut, yes, the entrance is crappier, but the whole rut is better and it'll hold you. Hardest part is it's a little bit longer, a little bit more open. Ruts like that are really difficult. So big thing. Number one, everyone needs to leave their feet on the pegs. Okay? Number two, we need to make sure we're sitting down significantly later than we were. Where's my Yamaha guy? Why are you doing the whole thing standing up? Are you more comfy standing up? I told you that was going to happen, didn't I? Okay, but I need you to get comfy sitting down because you're not going to do that all the time. Okay? The one time you did sit down was the first time you finally got on the gas. I know for a fact you can drive out of the corner harder sitting down than you can standing. Okay? So stand nice and late all the way until you're ready to get on the gas. If that's not till 3/4 of the way through, that's fine. But if you sit down before you get on the gas, you're steering with your bars trying to finagle your way through there. When we're on the gas, our bike is driving forward and our bars are going to stay straight. Okay? All right, let's try this again. Stay off the clutches, nice roll speed, stand nice and long, and then sit. Drive out of the corner, boom, stand. Leave our feet on the pegs. Hey, you know there's a KTM dealer in town that'll have batteries, right? Yeah. I'm gonna make him do push-ups, dude. Keep sticking his leg out. There's another one. Oh, I put it back on. Hey man, long ruts build strong character. All right, if he sticks his leg out, he's doing push-ups. This kid. 10. Don't let me forget. Say it. Hey, is that one your son? Oh, okay, never mind. Put your foot on the brake! God damn, dude. Go stop it. Go yell at him. There we go.
On the corner right here.
Number one, we're sitting too early. I'm trying to get them to stay standing. The middle of this rut is really tough because there's no good rut in the center, and your front wants to drift over the top. And they refuse to sit in that position. And when you sit, sorry, I'm trying to coach. When you sit too early, your bike, and there's nothing to hold you, there's nothing to lean into, so your bike just wants to crawl. The people who are really working, that's better. Or too early. That kid doesn't look like he's standing, but it is standing. You know. Another thing is, people are pulling their clutch in and coasting. It's a terrible habit, dude. Your bike literally picks up speed when you pull your clutch in. So if you leave the clutch out, even when you're trying to decel, it's going to help your coasting control. Yeah! There we go! That was a great one! That's what I'm talking about! Look at me! Come on, you can do it! Yeah!
I told him he's doing push-ups if he takes his foot off again.
Oh no, he's doing push-ups regardless. This fucking kid. Stay standing. Stay standing until up there. Stand. Stand until up there. Stand until up there. That's it. Hey, if you sit down before there, I'm making you do push-ups. Yeah, you sat down back there every time. Get up. Come on. Come on! Oh, not him. Not him. You're good. Hey, let him come through the section. Weston. Oh yeah, you're good. I see what you're doing. Honestly, probably the best of everybody here. Really good. Okay. 616, 116, 113. We're playing peekaboo with our throttle. Right? You know what I mean by that? You guys sound like a 50 rider out there going wah, 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 wah. You guys are all good enough to sit, give it a tiny bit of throttle, and just roll our way right through there. And when you're ready, you crank it. But when you guys hit the gas and then let off, you're doing this with your front end, and that's why it won't settle down. That's why you like standing up, because you can hold your head forward and just drive out of it. But the times when you sit and actually get on it and just stay on it, it's great. You got it. Trust it. Okay? Same thing with you. Don't do this. Chest comes down on the throttle. Okay? 34. 9. You guys owe me push-ups. You sat down 20 feet before the corner every single time. Come on. What are you doing push-ups for? It's taking your leg out. After lap after lap. Come on, 10 of them. 10 of them. Where's 6, 7? How much better was that? I only saw you stick your leg out one time. We're trying to break the habit. Okay? The first 2 times you came through, both feet on, you rolled on the that thing. There was no doing this. There was no bobbing and weaving. It was great. Okay? Good job. 24. Downshift. Rev that thing. Okay? You're a really good little rider. Try to act like it. You can do it. Okay? Cool. All right. Who else did I want to talk to? You're still sitting down too early. Collectively, as a group, we are still sitting down too early. Okay?
Get used to putting your foot out
until you want to get on the gas.
You look just as good.
That's our biggest
better.
If you're sitting down and coasting.
I could tell that last one that I went on.
Sit
Better
and roll on the throttle.
that I kept my foot on.
Okay? Yeah. I honestly have barely watched.
It's just different. It's not
standing.
It's better. It's
because
different
I'm trying to get you guys. Okay. Which one of you guys was nervous?
You were definitely nervous when I made you guys change ruts back there, and I was trying to move you guys over to the third one because it's really long and very straight up and down. That one, it's tough, but the corner is so much better. But all of your guys' standing positions are great. He would have tried to do it sitting down. That's why I pointed it out to him. But your standing position is good when you do it right. Okay? I just need you to stay in it a little bit longer. Because you sit and you get the weeble wobbles. Alright? Stand up. Because that's what happened. You sat early and then your front wheel crawled over the rut. You couldn't do anything about it. Because you were sitting down.
Did you do Monday or you did?
Yeah, he was here. I'm just getting hard on him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Where's my other 85 guy? 304. Great job. You probably sat in the best spot of anybody. You waited. You rolled on the throttle really good. Really good job. You and... Where'd he go? No. Oh, you. Sorry. I couldn't see you behind him. You guys crushed it. Great job. Really good. Other 85, our knees are still too far forward. Get those hips back, just like our foundation training this morning. Okay? All right, we're going to split in half so we can watch each other. and so you guys give each other a little bit more space. Okay? I'm going to let the big bikes go first, or group 1. I don't remember.
It's 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Ones can go first. Okay? Hey, where's my, hold on. We going to stand up? You're hitting the corner, sitting down, and then you're coasting. Number 1, you can't use your rear brake when you're sitting down. You get no stopping power. Okay? Hold yourself accountable and stand up. I want to see it. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to actually pay attention to you guys standing up this time.
I just noticed I'm really struggling with eye speed. Every time I get my eyes up, I do so much better. I have a tendency to just focus. It's just something I'm working on. I don't know if you know any.
When you're coming in, what are you looking at up here?
I'm looking at
all the way up there? Okay, when you're entering the corner, where are you looking?
I try to about midway.
Okay.
And then
when you're midway, where are you at?
That's where I usually start.
You start looking straight down?
Start looking like.
Look, biggest thing I can say is actively over-exaggerated a few times. When you're mid-corner, look all the way to the end.
Okay.
Look all the way to the end of the rut. And once you're in the rut and you're on the gas, it's the next corner. Okay. And honestly, it's a problem I have as well.
Okay.
And it's just like, especially as I get comfortable, I start bringing my eyes down for some reason, rather than my eyes up. So, yes, mid-corner, just mid-exit.
Okay.
That's where our eyes need to go.
Okay.
Okay. But honestly, you're doing a really good job of staying in the rut most of the time.
Yeah, unless I look down.
Most of the time. You kept your feet on, it was great. The best I've seen you hit it. You actually got on the gas hard too, and you didn't wobble as much. Do you get that feeling? Okay. Does nobody do that to you? A lot of people do it? I did it last night at pickleball, and everybody just started dying laughing because it was a group of old people. Come on, a little early. Yeah, that was way better. Okay, he didn't look. I mean, 9 should stay with these guys. Wait, he wants to go to red? No. He wants to stay here? Who wants to stay here?
He wants to go with group 2. He wants to go with group 1.
Does he normally go with group 1?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he should definitely go with the little bikes. Oh, they're both fine. Leave them alone. This is so much more peaceful.
We all clear over there, Jamie? Jamie, we all clear over there? Yeah, she's good. She's on her way back to you, and I still have the side blocks so the little kids can get around me without the big truck. Perfect. Little bikes are headed your way. Okay, just tell them to stay to riders left over to jump.
That's right. You gonna do the deep rut? Can you do the deep rut? The third one over there coming in? Yeah? Alright, so. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Man, dude, I don't know how to like get people to get their front ends down in the rut. Dude. So this is a tough one. I don't know. It's been a tough day. You see how much better this kid instantly looks? I I would just like to point out that 5 minutes ago, he did not look like that. Is this dude's helmet unstrapped again? Oh no, it's a water thing. That kid's bike is super snappy. Like it's like it wants to jump away from him. Big, long, ruts, build, character. Anybody can ride the go path. Work! Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, next time he comes around, will you stop him over there? The KTM kid? Okay. Like the whole group. That's twice now I've seen your front wheel like climb out of the rut and it locks up as soon as it gets to the top. Hey! When he stops, you guys can go. So, when you fell, your front wheel was locking up. Okay, earlier, you crossed clutch and your front wheel was locking up. Way too hard for front brake. Dude, like out here, there should be no front brake. Like the front brake is for apex, like beginning apex, maybe a touch past apex. But out there, like once you're getting squirrely, it's all throttle. Okay, like, yeah, I don't know. Like I get that you're probably trying to get it to suck back down in, but once it's out, and you gotta go. Okay? You're getting tired, man. Our team activity is gonna be fun. Like it's super chill. We're gonna do a slow race down the big ass hill. Oh yeah. Love it. Hey, don't be scared to get your hips back a little bit more, okay? Hey, the last two were good.
That first one I dropped my high speed, I know it.
Yeah.
As soon as I look out.
Yeah. When I yelled eyes, oh man. When I yelled eyes, you looked and it was just one motion. Yeah. And that's what I want.
Is this two?
Yeah.
I went and got water.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember seeing you out there.
Yeah, I know. I had to get water. My grandpa told me to.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is red group. Green group's down there. Yeah. Okay, we're not waiting any longer. So it kind of helps because now we're even. So now it's just 2 on 2. Okay. So the goal in slow race is you have to have your bike on this one. Okay. You cannot touch your foot. Okay. And you cannot go outside the lines, which me and Kyle will be on the edges, so we'll be able to tell if you guys go past the lines or not. Okay. We'll be standing there too. Okay. So you can't go outside. All right. As soon as I say go, you guys are going to go ahead and roll forward and start the race. Okay. As you can tell, there's no line in the middle. All right. You guys can get close to each other. All right, and kind of cut across a little bit and hope they stop. But if you touch your foot down or go outside, you're out. Yes. No, it's a straight line. Yes. Yes. Well, that'd be pretty difficult. You guys are already way wider. Yes. No kicking, no taking hands off, okay? All you can do is basically kind of just go right in front of them, all right? If you get sideways, you have to turn back forward, or you can't go backwards. If you are riding this way and try to come across, you have to turn back left, okay? You can't go out. You have to go this way. You can't go back around, okay? So everybody got the rules. So if you get on the other side, so essentially you're starting here, you guys are slow racing all the way to the end, okay? Whoever's passed out the cones first is out. You want to be the last one past the cones, okay? Sorry, the box kind of defeats the purpose of this, but it's fine. Kyle did a lot of work, so don't make fun of his box, okay? This is the starting line. That's the finish line, okay? These are just boundaries, all right? It's going to be a random. It's going to be 2 on 2, okay? If you're the loser, you're on this side, okay? Just stay over there. If you're the winner, you're on this side, okay? We're going to do a practice run, and then we're going to do 2 runs of winning stars, okay? First place is 15 stars. Second place is 10 stars. Third place is 5 stars. Comprende? I like it. Don't know what I said. All right. Okay. I'm going to do random here, okay? 73, you're up first right here. 51. Huh? No touching. I mean, you can kind of go in front of him and stop him up, and if you think you got better balance than him. I don't think I do. Okay, well then don't do it. Okay. Slow race, fast race, okay? On your mark, get set, go! Good try, good try.
It's the mountain bike.
All right, winner. 85 and 683. I don't know. It's just whatever. I'm closing my eyes and just kind of waving. It's random because I don't really care. So, okay. Everybody ready? On your mark. Oh. On your mark. Get set. Go. Okay, we'll do the 285s or super minis. Okay, I'll be honest, this one wasn't really random. I just wanted the little bikes together. Made it simple. Mano y mano. Everybody ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. Oh. Oh, we got a slow race. Oh. You're taking him! Oh, that was good. That was good. You were in. Okay. 25 and 171. I like it. You're going to be the first one there, huh? Yeah. Okay. Everybody ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. It's a slow race. Oh. Okay. 720 and you both have no numbers. Troy Lee Designs gear. Ready? Set, go! Oh! Winner! Okay. Stark's kind of cheating. Let's do 820 in the Stark. It's fine. Kinda. Okay. We're ready. Set. Go. You two can go and line up. We got a slow race. Oh! Okay. Not a good start. Okay. Ready. Come on. Get set. Go. All right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, that was technically our practice run. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. All right, we're doing this for stars. So winners, whenever we do this again, okay. It shouldn't be too hot. We're going pretty quick. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of pick random again. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it to where you guys aren't doing the same people this time. All right, but this one's gonna count for stars. Okay, so if you're the winners, you go to this side, and then once we get through the first round, then we'll go with the winners again. Okay? All right? Everybody good with that? Okay. All right. Let's do 171 and 25. You guys didn't go together, right? Of course you did. First one right off the bat, 51. Right off the bat, I picked the... You can stay there. That's fine. Next one, we'll do 85 and 32 together. Okay? You guys can get in line. All right? You ready? All right. Ready, set, go! Next one. Next one after the 85 and super mini, 73 and no numbers. Get in line. Oh! Good job. Okay, ready? You mark, get set, go! Oh, he's out. Good job. Okay, after them we'll do 683 and 199. You can get in line real quick before I start. Okay, you guys ready? All right, on your mark, get set, go! Okay, we'll do 25 and 720. Okay. Ready? On your mark, get set, go! Oh! Right off the bat. Okay. Ready? On your mark, get set, go! Raise your hand who hasn't gone yet again. Ah! Is a 3-rider battle, okay? Nobody's getting a buy around, okay?